You guys are looking good. You're still looking svelte, tall, and good looking. That was just the guys. We're going to open the room for questions, but in the meantime, let's go forward here. Is there anything that you guys are currently working on that we should be looking out for coming up whenever, this year, next year, whatever?
So we're meeting with three big production companies next week about a TV show idea what we've got. So we'll keep everyone informed. Don't want to jinx it just yet, but luckily it's not at home. It's over here in the States. So. I
was going to ask if it was maybe BBC produced or if it's here in the States, but it's here in the States.
Yeah, well that's what we're going for. Somewhere with sunshine. But yes, we'll announce more. But the ball is rolling now, and it's just a case of just picking up different bits on the way.
Okay, we all keep secrets here, you know. No one has. We collected phones before everyone entered the room, so
that's it.
Okay, so if you can't talk, at least tell us the network.
No, that is one of the meetings actually we're having. It's a concept which has gone out really well and has been received really quite exciting, which is a nice surprise. So we're meeting with them this week in Los Angeles, so we're going to do lounge and all that kind of stuff.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so cool. It should be good fun, but I'm really sorry we can't say anyone just yet, but hopefully we can.
Can you tell us the time of year to look for if in fact you clinch the deal, which I'm sure you will?
Yeah, no idea, but we'll be keeping everyone informed on social media, on Twitter, and on Instagram.
So you don't have to do that, it's already out.
It'll be there right now. But we'll let you know, we've got a working title, but we'll let you know the full details as and when. But yeah, we're sure everyone will like it. We kind of came up with this idea and then thinking about, well, who's the target audience? And the target audience is you guys. So hopefully you guys are as receptive as the guys who make the things are to it. But yeah, sorry to be really cryptic. It's like we're talking like Russian spy code.
Well, we need more now.
Yeah, we don't have it. That's it.
We'll work on you later. Okay, let's go ahead and get you guys engaged in this. Hello, microphone number 1. Hi.
Hi, I'm Megan, and I was wondering, I have a lot of friends that are twins, so I know what kind of trouble they got into growing up, so I was wondering, what is one of you guys' favorite funny childhood memories together?
Legal.
So not getting deported, this is we had a couple, especially when we started filming, we were kind of encouraged to be mischievous, which was great because we were kind of, if we ever got in trouble with anyone, we'd say, we're in character. We had to play around, this is part of our
or even it was him.
Yeah, that's another one. But I remember actually there was one girl on set who was one of the runners, so like an assistant to the crew, essentially. And on the first movie, she asked, is there any ways to tell you apart? And I've actually got a little mark on my nose, which was, I had chicken pox as a little baby, and I've got a small mark there. But she said, is there any way to tell you apart? And I said, yeah, actually, I've got a mark here where I was shot by a farmer with an air gun for trespassing when I was a kid. And she said, oh God, that's terrible. I was like, yeah, but I lost trespass. Anyway, that was on the first movie. Fast forward about 5 years later, and she's slowly gone through the ranks, and she's pretty high up by the 4th movie, I guess it was. Excuse me. And she said to my dad, of course I know how to tell the part. James told me about that time when he got shot by the farmer. It's just like 5 years later, and my dad's like, the hell are you on about? What farmer? And then that's when I could tell when my call times then moved forward to like 5 in the morning the next day. I was the only one in just to get me back.
Thank you.
Hey.
Awesome. All right, hello on that side.
Hi, I'm Ireland, and if you guys aren't ginger,
a good one to be probably Stay Puft. Yeah, Stay Puft from Ghostbusters. Yeah, you want to go for like the massive inflatable outfits, and then you can it's like flies. And you have to stay on the character the whole time, and then like explode and bounce. Yeah, so I'm losing my mind here. You know the concept, it's not real, like they're not actually a Stay Puft. Crush my dreams. Well, that's a really good question. I'm trying to think of what would be my...
Are you into comics at all?
I am, I'm trying to, but I'd like to do something completely like, back in the day. Well, like Knuckles or something like that. Well, I was thinking that, but something even more... Yeah. Donkey Kong? Or I've seen you drive.
Donkey Kong.
No, I'll tell you what, Bowser. Yeah, that'd be fun. Again. It's a spot us at the convention. Yeah, we'd be getting two guys. Yeah.
Stay Puft and...
Yeah.
Next question.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
Awesome.
Obviously you guys are really known for Harry Potter, but if there's any other like big movie franchise you could be a part of, what would you choose?
I'd love to like the Captain America franchise. Really cool. Exactly. I'd say the Iron Man franchise.
And Team Iron Man, and just so you know, he's Team Cap. Awesome. So you've seen Civil War, obviously. You've seen the movie?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's the cool thing about doing a lot of transatlantic flight, you get to watch a lot of cool films.
That's true. Wow, that's already up on the planes?
Yeah, no, I've got back to DVDs.
Oh.
Legitimate.
Legally?
Yeah,
yeah. Sure, right, yeah, whatever. Okay. Is that cool?
Thank you.
Awesome. Hi, on that side.
Hi, my name's Ellie. I just wanted to know what was your initial reaction when you found out the fate of Fred Weasley?
Well, I thought reading that...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. If you haven't read or seen the last film or book, put your fingers in your ears right now. Yeah, well, I was reading the seventh book, and I saw what happened to George with his ear getting blown off. I thought, that's terrible. and then I saw what happened to Fred, and I thought, you know what? That's not too bad.
And what did you think?
And I thought, oh, bugger. It was, I wasn't expecting it, but it was, yeah, I can't say I was happy. it was a very big moment in the story for everybody, I think, not just for me, but it was I don't have to describe it, what would you say? It was a bad time for Fred. Yeah.
But you guys were prepped, obviously.
No, we found out like everyone else that just reading the book, so...
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. But you saw it coming. You still knew it coming, at least from the books. But when you actually had to film it, you know...
It was the easiest day of filming for me. Yes. Oliver did all the work on that one, so... But I still get praise for it, which is great.
Cool.
School. Someone was come around with that. Do you want to get out on an exam? Yep. Not that you should. I'm not saying that you should be going around offering sweets. I don't offer candies anyway. But yeah, it was a really good, fun concept. And I remember when we filmed it, they actually wired I can't remember the lad who was sitting next to us, but his character had to, like, his face kind of expands. And at first I thought they were going to do it on CGI, but they actually rigged a thing, so
with bladders, filled it with air and...
I have no idea, I thought it was magic. But yeah, it came really into good effect, and I think it's just a cool concept.
Awesome. Okay. Hello over there. We're doing good on questions.
My question is, what were you guys thinking while filming Fred's death scene?
I was, don't move.
That's interesting because I'm sure they didn't freeze frame anything to kind of give the realism of being dead, but you know, how many takes did you have to do that in?
I was probably on the floor for about an hour. I fell asleep for 50 minutes.
There you go. Perfect acting right there.
Exactly, but it was, I think my concept was essentially just, I've got to be as still as I can for the other actors working. So I can't really just stand there going, like sit there going, I could do that on one take, but then I thought, no, I'll be professional.
Did anyone come up and kind of like feather your ear or blow on you from a distance?
I think Rupert kicked me actually on one take.
Off camera, you see? Didn't even check your pulse, he just wanted to say,
I think it was a bit odd because I was, before we filmed it, I was chatting with Julie Walters about it. And I said, what's the best way to get into that mode? You know. And she said, the easiest way to do it is if you get in that mindset before you leave your dressing room or your trailer or whatever. And then when you go to set, just sort of almost zone in and then straight into it. Which was a bit weird because the director said, try and make it real, so related to a point in your life when you've experienced a family mortality or something. And then so that was one thing, so you're already a bit like, okay. And then the makeup girl comes in with the eucalyptus spray. You can't believe your eyes are walking and stuff. But yeah, then we did about 3 takes of it. It was a little bit emotional by the end of it, like, okay. Eucalyptus in my face. And yeah, that was it. But subsequently since, it's quite funny, I'd say not a week goes by that either on Instagram or Twitter I get a message from someone saying, is this real? And it's this photo of us, I think it's like Rupert and I overlooking James. And in that scene it's all black and white, it's very morbid, and there's this text which is really long. And it's basically saying how in filming we can only do one take because it's so emotionally draining. At the end of it, we got James got up and hugged. I said, I love you. Without shattering the illusion, that's pretty much a load of codswallop. And but I suppose people think that it makes it more romanticised, the whole thing. But for us, it was just, we had to get this right. That's it, move on. We went to lunch, left James on the floor asleep. True story. Knowledge.
I like the part where she asks your favorite line where you both, because you're always talking and singing.
Actually, my favourite line is one I said on my own. It was when, me, stay put right here to that. It would be when Harry and Ginny are about to kiss.
That's my favorite part of all the movies.
Yeah, walking. So if you watch it back, I kind of like overdid the whole. I'd been watching a bit of Looney Tunes beforehand. So it was that whole. And then morning. What do you got?
I'll top that down. Mine, it's my favourite, but also my least favourite. It's my favourite because it's the first thing we said on film, which was the scene at King's Cross when Fred and George was on, which was just on when Fred and George are introduced for the whole Weasleys are introduced for the first time, when it says, honestly woman, you call yourself our mother. However, my voice was like I'd just done a big helium balloon. Every Christmas day, that film is on. And every Christmas day, I get a text message from someone saying, how high was your voice?
Was that your brother?
Yeah.
All right, cool, man?
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was awesome. Hey, brother.
Hey, hi, I'm Daniel. Nice to meet you. This is my phone.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
real-life ginger twins.
Double it.
Okay, my question was, what was the favorite prank that you guys got to pull in the movies?
In real life or the...
Yes,
in real life.
Remember the time of day?
Yes, this is true.
Whoa. What's the time of day that you do this?
Well, watershed.
Yeah.
You can't be too explicit before 9 p.m.
Okay, well, what about...
Okay, sorry, it's 9 p.m. somewhere. So we went on a promotional... When the films came out, we were just on a promotional tour to different territories, fortunately all over the globe and all around Europe. And we were sent to Finland, to Helsinki. And it was probably the second part of the media trip, I think it was. And so we went there, did the premiere, and then after the premiere we went to a party, which is all good. And then we had two guests with us as well, one of which actually worked on the films. And we were like just having a drink or whatever, and then about, I don't know, 12:30, 1 o'clock, we said, okay, we're just going to go, we've got press at 7:30. So we went to bed.
But Anthony was chatting up this Finnish girl at the bar, and he was kind of giving it the...
How many films? How many films?
Oh yeah, yeah. So he turned into a stuntman apparently, or something like this. So he was chatting this girl up, and that was it. The next morning we get up to do our press tour. The junkets where you sit down and you meet 20 different journalists who ask the same question over and over.
Except one guy.
Except one guy, which was Bassett.
Sorry.
And so anyway, we learned that Anthony didn't get in till late the next day.
Wink, wink.
Well, no, alone. But anyway, he got in late, and so we decided, right, well, we finished our press at like 11 a.m. or something like that, so we said, right, well, he's going to be feeling not too great right now. Get him down here, we're going to prank him. So we called him down to one of our rooms where we had one of the Warner Brother press guys there with us. And as he walked in, we had the phone numbers of the producer, the studio, the director, the first assistant director, all lined out. And he came in and we said, right, basically, Anthony, the girl who you're chatting up is a big socialite in Finland, and she's basically claimed that you were harassing her. And
It was us.
But not just you were, Oliver and James were. So we're pulling them from the premiere tour. They're not going to do any more premieres. They're going to miss the London premiere, which is the big one. And they're not going to do any more press for Warner Brothers after this is done. We're flying home to England tonight.
And we were in negotiations for the last contract.
Yeah, that's right. And so he's standing there, and he's feeling quite emotional anyway because his alcohol level's still going up. So he's literally just there like this, like, but nothing happened. Like, sorry, what? And he's like, she walked away. Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, so they're pulling us off the tour. In the meantime, I'd already contacted a couple of his boss on the crew to text him saying, don't bother coming back.
And then at which point, one of the girls from the Finland office knocked on the door and said, guys, you've got to come and finish your press tour off. Looked at Anthony and went, okay. So we go downstairs and we're doing the interviews, say, here. So we're doing the interviews here. And in the lobby, you can just see Anthony. And he's literally walking like this against the elevator, just. Afterwards, we finished the press, all the junkets and everything. All the journalists are in on the joke now as well. So they walk out and like say, thank you very much to me, and then looked, and one guy looked at him and said, some friend. So then we go on a tour. The Warner's officer are great. They took us on a tour of Helsinki on a private boat, which if you ever get a chance to go to Helsinki, it's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. So we're doing this private chartered boat all around the harbour, beautiful. We're enjoying it, but Anthony's just there. It's now about 6 hours later since we first told him.
I can't believe you let it go that long.
Well, we wanted to, when we get to the plane, to go to the next, wherever the next place was. But eventually, the one guy, Jason from Warner's, was just like, I can't do this anymore. Anthony, come here.
fine, it's a joke. No one's did. But he didn't even react, he was just like, oh, thank God. Luckily, he's one of my best mates, so we've had this prank war going on over and over, and he's still yet to get me back, but when that day comes, I'm in trouble. Yeah, sorry, long word answer, but yes, that was probably the worst prank we did.
That was beautiful. You're my heroes.
That's bad, man. That's terrible. I don't know. You're beautiful. No, it's not, dude. You're right. Thanks a lot. Hi, over there.
Hi, my name is Jenna. So I've heard you guys would switch places occasionally as each other's characters while filming. Can you name any moments where you've done that?
No.
Is this another prank?
This is one of these, again, weekly thing will come up on social media that, they got caught, they had to refilm the whole of the Sorcerer's Stone. They did, I mean, at the end of the day, we're dressed exactly the same, we're identical twins, no one's going to know. We did swap in one scene in a rehearsal on the Great Hall, where there was, 300-400 people, wide angle.
It was the shot when, if you remember the first movie, when Harry's broom gets delivered and then the owl flies down and drops it. And if you remember that shot, there's literally like 200 kids all the way down. We're right at the end. And in a rehearsal of that, we switched seats. And that was it, that was the only time we ever switched. But like Oliver said, all of a sudden that's turned into, we got caught and had to reshoot half the movie.
So I'm assuming you guys get mistaken, named mistaken by crew and director and producer, maybe. I mean, how
Yeah, it always happens, but fortunately being an identical twin, you can't get used to it. Yeah, and I've been called a hell of a lot worse than James.
Are you having a good time? Are they not fantastic? All right, we're off to the other twin now.
I'm the other twin, but y'all get that a lot.
Yeah, horrible, isn't it?
You get used to it. So somebody stole my first question. So, new question. Do you have a favorite character from the books/movies? And who is it? Or what?
My favourite character from the books is Thieves, Poltergeist. Yeah. And I remember at the first ever read-through, I was really nervous, so everyone sits around the big table and you read through the scripts to gauge time and everything else. And sitting right next to me was Rick Mail, who was cast to play Thieves in the first film. And like, he was, growing up, he was like the ultimate for me as a comedy actor. He was like it. So, and I'm just talking with him, and he was laughing at the stuff we were doing. And unfortunately, they didn't put Peeves in the final cut, but that was one of the best, most memorable things from all the filming. Yeah, it's like that.
How about you?
I always really like Dobby.
Thank you.
Dobby is like an uncle you don't want to show to your friends and the rest of your family. You know, it's a little tiny. Hey, he's related to me. Sorry, I have nothing to do with it. Hi.
Hi, my name's Andy. I read somewhere that you guys preferred rock to pop music, and I was wondering what your favorite song to listen to on set was during your off times.
That's cool. And group.
Group, yeah.
Yeah, well, we did on the fifth movie, so when Fred and George come in and throw the fireworks at the dragons, big dragon and the exams and everything. Yeah, we listen to music before we go out on set. So before we're doing the quick sequences, and that can take quite a long time, you've got to be really up there. Come on. So I remember listening to Sleep Now in the Fire by Rage Against the Machine, which most people well on that. James had, who did you have?
We've had something from Pantera or something blaring out, which
Wow.
to guys who have never listened to like hard rock metal, they were a bit like, what the hell is going on?
Wow, I'm classic rock. I don't know if you guys are
Yeah.
into any. I'm a huge Led Zeppelin fan. So
Yeah, they came out on the listen Queen and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
Queen,
So,
of course, Queen.
yeah, we had a lot of that playing when we were there, so
Yeah.
very lucky. And actually in the fourth movie, the band which were playing in the Yule Hall You had Jarvis Cocker, who's from Pulp, which is a big 90s band, and basically the musicians from Radiohead, so like a super British band playing just for the cast in this one scene. That was really cool to be a part of.
Wow, awesome. You guys had a good time.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello.
Hi, have you two ever let out your inner twins and messed around with the other actors?
Good for what?
Try that on me again. Say that again, dear.
Have you two ever let out your inner twins on the set and messed around with the other actors?
Let out your...
You like prank the other actors on set? Yeah, a couple. Another prank. Again, you're going to think we're just evil people by then.
Yes.
A very small one was a certain actor who will name nameless.
$5.
But his name was Matt Lewis.
Yeah.
One time he fell asleep in, I think it was Rupert's dressing room, just on the sofa, and we were playing Call of Duty, I think, or something like that, Battlefield or some game like that. And he fallen asleep, so we decided to turn the volume up to 100%, pull out the AK-47 and just start bursting off a few rounds. And you've never seen someone rise vertically. Little things make me laugh.
Like the exorcist, you know?
Yeah.
What did you do? Did you do anything?
Yeah, there's a few. I'm a bit conscious of time trying to get one in, but there was one where there was a girl who, she basically tried to pull a quick joke. She was one of the girls in the makeup department. I can't remember what it was, it was a bit not very good, but I thought, right, I'm going to get back for that. So she was going on holiday on vacation when we had a 6-week hiatus to the coast of England, and we knew where she was going. So a bit of research. Okay, there's a car park right here. That's where she's going to be parking her car. Got her details for her car because she was parked in the same place. So this is about 6 weeks later after the hiatus. So we write down this whole script and get one of the other guys who she doesn't know to call her and pretend to be from the car parking agency, basically saying that we only get in touch with people when the fine is exceeding £2,000. And she says, what? Well, no, I didn't park for that long. Well, I'm sorry, but you did. And then we had, you can complain. Yes, I want to complain. Okay, do you want to email it? Yeah, we'll email it. So okay, you got a pen? Okay, great. It's OLIVERPHELPS @gotyou.com. Okay, that's great. And just put the reference number, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and do you want to read that back? Okay, so it's on... You!
What age were you guys when you were pranking everyone in the freaking world?
That's when you got up. I actually did one last weekend. We were in Barcelona on a bachelor party, and there were these guys in the room opposite me who, please don't put something because they don't know it's me. And they were literally like, they kept getting in really late, banging on the door for everyone, like, boys away. It's like, oh God, okay. So I got back to my room with my pal a bit, probably about 3 hours before they did, getting quite hungry, raiding the minibar, Toblerone. Okay, had a Toblerone. And I'm looking at this tin foil, and I thought, I can do something with that. So I folded it up, put it in the dresser drawer so it's wafer thin. Open the door, go to the head door, and you know when you've got a hotel room key where you opens the door? If you put a bit of tin foil in that, it stops the magnet working. So a guy comes in from so one of the guys comes back a bit later, and he's had a few drinks, and he's standing there, and I'm asleep, and my pal in my room goes, Ollie, they can't get in. What? They can't get in. Yeah, I know. But if they take the foil out, they'll get in. No, they've been there for half an hour. So we open our doors, it's right opposite, and it's a bit like Scooby-Doo where you open it and you like one head there, one head there. And they're there, there's 2 guys there with 3 people from the hotel, and they're just like, I have no idea, they've got this huge box and they keep printing room key cards out. They're smashing me. So we're kind of just like sitting there and standing at the doorway and then open it. Is everything okay? No, mate, no, it's not opening. It's not happened to our door, is it? No, okay, so we slowly shut the door. And then we tell them, they still don't know it's me. And then later that night, I said, "Oh, did you get your door fixed?" "Yeah, we don't know what had happened. Basically, what we've got to do now is we've got to turn the door handle up, hold our shoulder against it, and then quickly drop the key, and it works." So lesson learned. If there's anyone in the room opposite you doing anything really bad and you really want to get them back, don't do that, or if you do, don't sell them.
Okay, there's a logical reason why I don't have children. I just want to put that out there, you know, that my life is prank-free, mainly because I don't have these two as my sons. You know, terrible, terrible. I'm like a parent right now, you know, I can't approve this. I'm sorry.
No, I don't advocate it at all.
Right, okay, anyway, it's on the internet right now. You know, how am I going to get into my room? How am I going to get into my room now, okay?
Everyone's going to go to the hotel room.
Quick, get some gum. You know? It's terrible. What side are we on? We're on
This
we're on this side. Hi.
Hello, my name is Ashley. Nice to meet you. My question is, were there any scenes that you improvised or off script, or if you didn't improvise did any of the other actors improvise, and did it confuse everyone, or did it go smoothly?
That's a great question. That's a great question.
Actually, yeah, the last scene that was shown on here, the battlements, when we're watching Voldemort's mob rock up, and that was all off script. You okay, Freddie, and that was all not written down at all. So I think it went down right.
Is that the only one? How about any other actors that you were up against?
A couple of guys, it's like you kind of get used to the guys who you know they're going to. They loosely stick to it, and every cut is different. Which I personally, I really enjoy that because it keeps you on all the time, and you're guaranteed to get a different reaction all the time. But I remember when we filmed the Marauders map scene, it wasn't actually written how it was actually eventually seen. We went to rehearse it, but beforehand, Alfonso asked us if anyone had any ideas, and we said, someone said something, and I'll go and say his thing, and I'd cut him up on the side and say my opinion, vice versa. Eventually, Alfonso said, "This is great." So he literally got a pencil and just cut the whole dialogue into sections. That's why they don't just talk over each other. So that's kind of accidental in a way.
There you go, guys. Getting a lesson in movie making here. That's cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, I would like to know, if you had the ability, what would be the #1 magical prank that you could bring to life, and why?
Ooh.
Or anything magical.
Just a prank.
You really want to know? No. I don't know, really.
The candies.
Probably the polyjuice potion. I'm sure you could have a lot of fun with that. Oh yeah, it's
Depends
a
what you do.
fish.
Or breed amphibians. Maybe. You go fun. Gonna see the world. So yeah. Everyone's watching Shamu and you get gills outside of it. So I just slept really. I slept really well last night.
Was that good for you?
Sorry, I didn't really think that far ahead, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question though, to think about. Yeah. Oh.
Hi guys, my name is Jamie. My question for you is, do you guys ever get starstruck still? And if you do, who are some of the people that you've actually gotten starstruck in front of?
I have to congratulate these questions, guys. You know what I asked you in the beginning? These are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Who have you been starstruck by?
I was actually starstruck last week. I'm going to be name dropping a lot. So sorry. But we were down at Buckingham Palace. Yeah, as you do. And we were going to have a private banquet before. And Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip, was in the room. Like, she's standing, I don't know where the lady is here on the chair. Let's see how she lines up. Okay. And it was, and that was quite okay, it's a big cheese. Yes, that'd be one of them, definitely.
Oh, Philip, all right.
I don't know. Quite a lot of people. I wouldn't say starstruck's the word, but you kind of, you know everything. Like you think you know a lot more about them than obviously I know about you. So it's like, do I tell them that I know this? Do I tell them I know that? But we were actually doing one of the promo tours, and just after Muse were playing a gig down the road, and Matt Bellamy from Muse was at the bar, and I was like, that was one memorable one for me.
Was there a private viewing for the royal family at all for any of the Potter movies? Was there?
Not to my knowledge, but I'm pretty sure they could figure something out.
Yeah, there wasn't a royal premiere. They have done stuff at the studio sort of since then. Like William and Harry and Kate have been down there.
But you guys weren't in attendance. That was the only time you met anyone from the royal family, I'm assuming.
No, I've met them before. It's a couple of others, yeah.
But it's
Through
still
other
a
places. Not through films. But the weirdest one filming was when Barack Obama decided to have one of his daughter's birthday parties in the Great Hall. yeah. No, we're walking to set because we're filming in the Gryffindor Common Room, which is next door to the. So it was on A stage, and B stage was the Great Hall. We're walking down in our school uniform. There's a Secret Service guy doing a piece in. So I saw you came through here. What? So there's a birthday party. I'm looking around like, what are you on about? And then one of the other guys goes to inform us that there's a very, very important person in the studio in attendance. And we go outside because we set up like a little driving range outside. I say driving range, it was a bit of grass where we used to smack golf balls at the BT, at the local telecommunications hub over the road. So we're outside, we look up, and you see on the roof of the studios these guys with guns. Like, I'm not going to hit a golf ball today. Yeah, that was one moment as well. Yeah, we got all sorts of expensive studios.
Wow, fantastic.
I actually read a really good book called The Unknown Soldiers, which is, if anyone read that, it's a great Finnish book, which I would thoroughly recommend to anybody. It's set in the Second World War, but it's written so well, very, very enjoyable.
The Unknown Soldier, is that what you said? The Unknown Soldier, okay, I have to look that up.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I just finished a really good read actually last week. It's quite old school, Bravo 20, which is again an army book based in the Gulf War. Yeah, really good, really enthralling.
You guys are enticed by war history, shall I say?
Kind of, yeah. Any history really. There was a really good book I read by an English comedian called John Farrell, who wrote a 1,000-year history of Britain. So it goes from, 2,000-year history of Britain. So it goes from this was the year dot to 1945, and it's written comedically. So that's really good, really good read. Yeah.
Awesome. Alrighty. Hello on this side. Microphone 2. Hi.
Hi. I'm Abigail. I'm a big fan of the twins. I was wondering, have you read all the 7 books?
Yes.
Okay. What was your favorite twin moment in the books that you wish you had done in the movies?
For me, it would be the swamp scene, the swamp part in the Goblet of Fire. I remember reading it, it's very cool, so cool getting the scripts and, okay.
I'd say the same thing, which it was a shame that it wasn't in it, but then we were once told that if everything from just the first book was in the first movie, it would be 7 hours long. So we'd probably only just be filming the second film right now.
And it turns like 90210, yeah, I'm 13.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you, Neil. Thank you so much. Where are you? Hello.
I'm Alex, and I would like to ask, do you have any advice for inspiring actors?
No pranks.
Yeah, don't prank anyone. I would just say when you're given a script, just be really professional to learn it, and respect that other actors don't necessarily work the same way as you do, but everyone's got their own way of working. But if you're just professional to the script, then you'll do all right.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Bella. So I was just, as far as the sibling dynamic goes, you two started acting as a sort of duo and grew up together as twins and brothers, playing fictional twins. How was that dynamic, and how much did you guys relate to Fred and George, and then how was it sort of branching off into individual actors?
We kind of got used to it very quickly because knowing each other quite well. Yeah, and as you said, the characters were teenage twins, pretty much the same as minus the hair. Similar mentality in terms of like to have a joke with people. So you can kind of grow in that aspect. And then on the last film, I did about four weeks after James's. So that was like one of the first times that we had it separately, acting separately. So it was a bit different being on set and not having James there, but at the same time, it's kind of part and parcel of the job. So yeah, worked out okay.
Do you miss each other?
That's why we're standing this far.
They're right here. Actually, had a very interesting question because I've never seen you guys without the other. Obviously, we only see you on the stage. We have no idea what your personal lives are when you're not on the stage. Do you guys do a lot of things together outside of this, outside of the touring?
When there's a bill around, James will normally leave. Yeah, if the check comes on, gone, he's paying. So, I guess it's just like any brothers or sisters or whatever, like I'm sure you, especially twins, you've probably got certain friends who are all the same and then you've got your own individual friendship groups. But I guess we hang out at least once a week. Normally when Mum says, come around, I'm cooking.
Sunday dinner.
Exactly.
Oh, that's absolutely right. Okay, guys, we're going to have to go with one last question right now. These guys have to run. Of course, you want to see them down at the autograph and photo op areas anyway. So I see some little ones over there, and we are on this side. So
we can do one this side.
Perfect. All right, guys, say one this side, one that side. Let's go ahead with mic one. Hello.
Hi. We're wondering, do you have some advice on pranking our mom?
No. This is the hardest question I've ever had to answer. Any questions anywhere in the world. Get Sophie, alright? Are you staying in a hotel room?
You're influencing the young.
No, I can't. Just always do what she tells you.
And I know her mom too, so I should have hung around and had you go ahead and give her some advice.
I'll tell him to tell you later.
Perfect. Thank you. You can go now. God in heaven, hi.
I don't think I can top that one, but
You are wearing toilet seats.
I met Stan Lee like this. I don't think you know what's going on. Thank you. Got a rat moaning Myrtle. Love a good toilet joke. But I was wondering, outside of Fred's death scene, sorry to end on this depressing note, what was in the movies or in the book the most emotional scene to read or act outside of that?
Learning England didn't make it to the British World Cup, that's pretty good. Yes. I would say that's probably the worst one. Yeah. Can't really top it.
Depressing.
Yeah, depressing.
It can be happy.
Or happy. I feel
Yeah,
happy,
just
yeah.
emotional in general.
Oh, emotional in general. I think the last day of filming was pretty emotional. Not that we're crying when we're doing it, but it was a bit heavy in terms of, it was that last sequence actually still there on the background scene. And we're filming in a stage, and we know they're knocking down the studios, and they're going to rebuild it. It's this multi-million-pound development where there's the London Paragon Studios sort of. And we knew that they were knocking it down because literally the other side of this wall was bulldozers ready to knock the thing down the next day. So we're kind of like, here we go, the other side. Okay, we need to finish this off really, get this thing done. And that was the main time because normally when you finish filming, you're like, okay, I'll see you in the next one. But this time there was no next one. A lot of the other sets had already been pulled down, like Great Wall had already come down, and there was loads of stuff like that. And I remember filming it thinking, yeah, this is it. And I actually kept my prosthetic ear from that day. It's in my wall in my house, which is quite funny whenever you see it, whenever I get if there's a workman that has to come by to do a job there. Walks in and is like, what's that? Oh, it's my ear. And also when I had to do the prosthetic pieces, they did a whole plastic cast version of my head. So I felt like a nice bust of my head. Which I keep my hats on. That's right in the hallway, so depending on what type of year, you know, it's Christmas, I have a Father Christmas hat on. Again, you get some funny looks from people. I've gone really off topic here. What was I going to